Good afternoon, and welcome to the grand opening of the Spire. I am Bob Bushkoff, and I'm proud to serve as the chair of AHC Inc.'s Board of Directors this year. Although we can't be together in person to celebrate this special occasion, we are delighted that you all can join us virtually. The Spire is a new affordable apartment community with 113 new homes in the city of Alexandria. And despite the pandemic, the building started welcoming new families at the end of March. As a real estate developer, I know how hard it is to create affordable housing in our expensive region. And we are here today to thank the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection and their mission-driven vision to bring the Spire to fruition. By a nearly unanimous vote, the congregation voted to make a lasting difference to the community by transforming their 2-acre plot of land into a new worship space and affordable housing through a partnership with AHC. Today, we are proud to share the Spire's story, hear about some of our key partners, hear from some of our key partners, take a tour of the building, and then cut the ribbon on much needed new affordable homes in Northern Virginia. At the very end of the program, we hope you will help us celebrate this milestone together. We'll cheer, we'll clap, and shake keys to celebrate the 113 families who can now open their doors to their own homes and a brighter future. To get us started, I'd like to introduce Congressman Don Beyer. A resident of Alexandria, he is currently serving his 4th term in Congress. Congressman Beyer is a long-term supporter of affordable housing, and we are very delighted that he can join us today for this celebration. Thank you very much. Enjoy, and Congressman Beyer, thank you.
Hello, I'm Don Beyer, and I have the great honor to represent this new wonderful project in the U.S. Congress. I am inspired by the Spire. It just makes so much sense that the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection would give birth to something that rises fresh from the ground. 113 new homes, affordable homes for the people that live in Alexandria. You know, we have an incredible housing shortage in the metropolitan Washington and nationwide. And you know, the solution to so many problems is affordable, accessible housing. So it's really a fun thing, a wonderful thing to see how the community came together. And I was just so impressed that the church had a near unanimous vote to replace its lovely structure with a new place to worship that included these 113 homes. This is acting out your faith in the most meaningful of ways. So I'm happy to help cut the ribbon virtually, and I look forward to getting to know the many families who will gather and live and raise their children and hopefully even grow old in these 113 homes. I'm thinking 113,000 because that's what we need nationally, but these 113 move us in the right direction. Thanks.
Thank you, Congressman. We appreciate your support of affordable housing. My name is John Welsh. I'm with AHC, the Vice President for Development. It is a pleasure to be here with you to open our newest building, the Spire. First, what I'd like to do is thank our partners from the church, the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection. Without them, we could not have done this development. We met 7 years ago, and it has been a journey. We really appreciate their commitment to affordable housing, their outreach, and their sacrifice of their old church in order to provide affordable housing for their neighbors, really putting their faith into action. I've been developing affordable housing for many years, and I will always hold the Spire close to my heart. It has been a real journey, one of commitment and persistence, particularly from the church. We have been able to do this together in a real show of unity and partnership, and that has really been special to me. Along with the church, we are grateful to the City of Alexandria, who helped us not only with project financing, but provided the zoning necessary to complete the Spire. To Helen McIlvain and her Office of Housing, I'd like to thank too our design team at Cunningham & Quill and our contractors, Harkins Builders. I'd also like to thank Klein Hornig, Lang Carroll & Blair, and Walter L. Phillips, who provided invaluable support along the way. And lastly, I'd like to thank our neighbors, the Hermitage, Goodwin House, and Newport Village, who provided easements, support letters, and cookies to move this project forward. Funders for the project included Capital One, City of Alexandria, Federal Home Loan Bank, Freddie Mac, Hudson Housing, NeighborWorks America, Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development, and Virginia Housing. And now I'd like to introduce three of our partners here from the Spire. First, Susan Dewey, CEO of Virginia Housing, followed up by City of Alexandria Mayor Justin Wilson, and finally, the wonderful Reverend Joe Belser of the Church of the Resurrection.
Hi, I'm Susan Dewey, CEO of Virginia Housing. What a great day this is for everyone who calls Alexandria home, for those who plan to make this historic city their home, and for everyone who worked to turn an ambitious vision into a reality, for a truly affordable apartment community in the heart of Northern Virginia. I love that the Spire was built in the Beauregard neighborhood, since Beauregard is French for beautiful gaze. And you'll find yourself gazing at the beautiful way this property incorporates the design of the original Episcopal Church of the Resurrection. On behalf of Virginia Housing, we want to congratulate the AHC, the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection, and all who embarked on this 4-year journey. The Spire shows what is possible when housing and community leaders work together. We're grateful for our partnerships with the AHC and others to expand and preserve affordable housing in Alexandria in a way that maintains the wonderful character of this community. The Spire not only repurposes and revitalizes the original church buildings, but transforms this space into environmentally sustainable rental homes, incorporating universal design. The result is 113 modern and affordable apartments and 113 new opportunities to live, work, learn, and raise a family in this community. The COVID-19 pandemic reinforced the importance of having a safe, affordable home, and our mission is to ensure every Virginian has just that. While there's still much work to do, the Spire brings us one step closer. We're proud of our partnership with the AHC. Through our federal housing credit program, they were able to secure $23 million in equity, which helped make the Spire a reality. Virginia Housing, the AHC, and all of our partners share the same affordable housing mission to strengthen our diverse communities and pave the way for a more prosperous and equitable future for every Virginian. Congratulations, and thank you to all who helped make this moment possible, including the new residents of the Spire. This is a truly inspiring moment for all of us. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Justin Wilson, Mayor of the City of Alexandria, Virginia. I am so excited to welcome 113 families home to the Spire here in the City of Alexandria. Whenever we create affordable housing in our city, we have to suspend a little bit of gravity and make a little magic happen. And this project ultimately was a great example of that. But in the beginning, this only happened because of an act of charity, because of the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection saying that there was room for more they could share in our community. And their act of charity, their sharing, has created this project. But then ultimately it requires a lot of partnership. And that partnership came from the City of Alexandria, from VHDA, from our financial partners, and obviously from AHC, who all made this work together. And so we are so proud to see this project come to fruition. It was a long time coming, and we welcome these 113 families home to the City of Alexandria. We look forward to celebrating with those families long into the future. Thank you.
My name is Joe Belser. I'm the priest next door to the Spire at the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection. And I wanted to tell you that an English writer and theologian named G.K. Chesterton once observed, "We make our friends and we make our enemies, but God makes our neighbors." I remembered this saying this week when I thought about the grand opening today of the Spire, 113 units of affordable housing in the city's West End, next door to our church. On one level, this old saying isn't so true about us, though, at least not entirely true in our case. After interviewing about a dozen other potential affordable housing developers, Resurrection chose AHC Inc. to be its neighbor for at least the next 65 years. We chose AHC because of its track record of success, because of its commitment to helping its residents position themselves for success. So our church entrusted AHC with its vision for the future and the future of all the working families who will live for decades to come in the Spire. In other words, Resurrection chose this neighbor, but God introduced us. We celebrate today the success of AHC and its team, City of Alexandria's City Council, Alexandria's Office of Housing, Cunningham Quill Architect, Harkins Builders, Land Use Attorney Duncan Blair, the Episcopal Diocese of Virginia, and the people of the Church of the Resurrection, and of course AHC itself in this accomplishment of making this vision that God gave us a reality in our city. In the end, though, the priest in me has to say, only God can make neighbors out of the people who, by whatever happenstance, live next door to each other. God has provided some true miracles, often through many of you, to pull this project off. Thank you, one and all. Amen.
The Spire really started in late 2014. The church had issued an RFP. They had decided to redevelop their site and bring affordable housing onto it. So we responded to that RFP, went through the interview process, were selected, and started the design and zoning process in early 2015.
AHC is basically committed to affordable housing. We actually finished up a project a few years ago right down the street, St. James, and really started to embed our footprint in this community. And we just wanted to expand that footprint, and this opportunity arose, and it was something that we just had to jump on.
The partnership between the church and AHC is really special and unique because we went through this entire zoning and development process together. The church wanted to remain and be part of the new development and be part of the new community. So we designed the entire site and both buildings and both programs together, jointly.
Affordable housing is really important to every community. You really need a mix of housing options to have a diverse community, and that certainly is what Alexandria strives for.
At the time, we were the feeding location once a month, the only one in the west end of the city of Alexandria. And all the people who came here for food told us that they couldn't afford both food and housing. And when we looked around, the city had lost, particularly in the west end, about 90% of its affordable housing due to market rate forces. And so all of that worked together to make us feel inspired, we claim, by God to work on this project. And it wasn't our idea, and it was the hardest one, but it sure has been rewarding to see it come to fruition.
The city, the church, and AHC really shared a vision for affordable housing on this site and how important that was for this west end of Alexandria and for the residents here. We worked in collaboration really the whole way through. There were a lot of meetings, a lot of outreach to the community where AHC, the church, and the city were all present. One of the really unique things about the Spire is that we won 4 different types of competitive financing for affordable housing. We have the low-income housing tax credits that we won through the state. We've got a City of Alexandria loan. We've got funds from the Federal Home Loan Bank, and we've got state and national housing trust funds. So we've got local, regional, state, and federal funds that all came together to make the Spire financially feasible.
With the Spire, we've been able to kind of take things to the next level. And when you think about the Spire name, so to speak, that was created by being the highest point in the church to allow folks to know exactly where the church was located. And I think the name really embodies where we're going with affordable housing. It puts us at the highest point. Normally, when you build a new construction building, you'll have specific units that are ADA compatible. Now, we've made it open where an ADA resident can live any and everywhere they would like to. It's not designated or restricted to one certain unit or area. And we're very proud of that. to be able to be inclusive in everything that we've done.
We have apartments that are affordable not only at 50% and 60% of the area median income, but also several apartments that are affordable at 30% of the area median income. So this is affordable to a family of 4 earning $35,000 a year, which is really deep affordability.
Some of the special features in the building that we're very proud of really center around some of the color contrasts. And I really give credit to the creative part of our team, Tim Kraft and Tom Walinga. I mean, they really did a great job with the features of this building. The courtyard provides a very open space and area for congregating. It really gives a center place and point to allow us all to come together as one. We try to make sure that we do all we can to extend a helping hand to all of the residents that move in to our buildings. And we do that by providing educational services, financial literacy services to our families. And that community space will be utilized in that way. The etched window was derived from our CEO, Walter Webdale, and our construction manager, Tim Kraft, ran with it. It's a great centerpiece. We feel it embodies the landscape and the scheme of what the Spire is all about. We're very proud of that. It's very unique.
Affordable housing itself is so important to people in a community because we know that children learn better, families are better nourished, jobs go better when people feel secure in their housing. Housing has to be the first thing that a family has. After that, things fit in together, but without housing, it's very difficult to make the rest of the pieces work together.
We like here because there's a nice park close by and quiet nighttime and courtyard that are in front of our house. We have friends, yes.
We know there's 24 families that have moved in next door, and we look forward to them being our neighbors.
And now the moment we've been waiting for. We're going to cut that ribbon for the Spire. Welcome. We have the mayor, we have the city manager, we've got Reverend Joe, we've got Ms. Yamamoto and her son Andrew, we've got AHC board members. We are ready. I hope everyone at home is ready to join us too. Make some noise. Let's cut the ribbon.
Congratulations, team. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this great team. Thank you.
I'm so proud to be a partner to AHC on this project and so grateful to Kat and the Episcopal Church for making affordable housing a part of their mission.
Congratulations to all the project partners, to the residents, welcome, and also thank you to our congressional delegation, Governor, and General Assembly for their support.
I'm so delighted to be here to celebrate the grand opening with all of the project partners. Congratulations especially to AHC and to the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection for collaborating and making housing affordability possible for 113 Alexandria families. I said I'd be here with bells on, and I meant it.
On behalf of myself, Lee Quill, and Cunningham Quill Architects, it's been a wonderful experience to be part of this project, working with AHC and the Church of the Resurrection on a really significant project for the city. Just been a wonderful experience, so thank you.
Hallelujah! We actually did it against all the odds. Thank you, AHC, and all the partners that helped us realize our vision.
Congratulations to the entire Spire team and to all the partners here today, and welcome to all of the new residents who will be able to call Spire home.
Congratulations to AHC and to the entire team that made this project possible. Thank you again, AHC, for all that you do to help to transform communities and to make places of home decent, safe, and affordable for so many people. Thank you again and congratulations.
Thank you to the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection and AHC. Thank you for allowing Hudson Housing to partner with you once again. Always a pleasure to work with the entire team and all the funders, with Helen and Virginia Housing and everyone else that made this project possible, and not to mention Ed Delaney, because he's a big part of the program.
Thank you, AHC, Episcopal Church of the Resurrection. Capital One is proud to partner with everybody here. It was a team effort. It took everyone rowing in the same direction, and we're so proud to be here and to deliver this new housing for Alexandria.
I am so pleased to have been able to be a partner with AHC to bring another 113 units of affordable housing to the city of Alexandria. Thank the Diocese of Virginia and the Episcopal Church of the Resurrection for their wisdom and vision of committing this property to such a worthwhile cause. It's been a great pleasure to be part of this project team. Onward.
Congratulations, AHC and the Episcopal Church and the entire project team. We're very pleased to be a partner in this project, and welcome to all the new residents.
Hip, hip.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us in this celebration, the opening of the Spire, and thank the City of Alexandria, the city staff, the Church of the Resurrection, and all those people who were put in a lot of effort and time for this to come about. It certainly will supply 113 really affordable but beautiful apartments for families, for elderly, for single individuals. Once again, a thank you to all of you for coming and helping us, but also helping us celebrate on this occasion. So thank you very much, and enjoy.